Oh, that's a ripoff. Hello, beloveds, it is Sister Card here. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in World Zero because I wanted to give you a little bit of a guide on pricing, shopping, how to avoid getting scammed, just kind of a general shopping guide because we've had some changes and some people buying some stuff that I'm like, why'd you buy that? Or what's that price? So let's do that. No more video intro stuff and we'll get right on into it. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash that level like button and do the same thing with the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Helps me a lot. Beautiful pleb of the day is Leo. Leo, thank you so much for love and support. I greatly appreciate it. So with the new shopping update, they just increased the coin cap from 9,999,000 to basically 99 million. Basically, you can have one short of 100 million now. So that means prices are going to change. I probably won't ever make a price guide per se, but I am going to give y'all just kind of recommendations on some things and some do's and don'ts. So there's actually a shop here that has several don'ts, and there's some here that I kind of want to comment actually have a really good prices, so we'll just kind of talk about them. So kind of one of the big things we're going to go over first is just don'ts, big don'ts. So first things first, this shop is selling sky eggs for $250,000. These eggs are normally 100,000. There is no reason to go and buy these. This person is very obviously trying to scam people, and that's the basic level cat pet. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not worth that much. So this right here, like if you are selling eggs, like it's not, no, don't buy eggs. If you're selling eggs, that's a big scammy. Don't do that. So that's kind of my big tip is on the eggs. Don't, unless they are the rare eggs, the eggs that only drop from dungeons. So we're talking about the one from Tower 1, we're talking about the ocean egg, we're talking about the cat egg. Those are the only three you should be buying outright because you can't actually purchase them. You have to get them as a reward. That's kind of one of my big things. If someone private messages you this right there, that is a big time scam. You should not, if they have anything that they are going to sell, they need to be on their shop. Like saying, hey, if you buy this at this price, I'll give you something else. That is something I've seen people doing. Do not fall for this whatsoever, guys, okay? This is such a huge scam. Do not do this, okay? Just big tidbit right there. Don't do that. You need to make sure that you are paying attention to what you're buying. And yeah, that's just no. No. Now, they did also recently increase basically the things that can be put. Some of the rare cosmetic items from Tower 3 are now able to be traded. So if you have any of the angelic stuff or the demonic stuff, that is now tradable. So I am excited because I have a few of those. I thought I did. Maybe 7. Yes, I have like the angelic hello. That's stuff that you can go and trade now. So that's actually really good and actually really nice because that means, because a lot of people have been farming the tower, that means those are now valuable that you can trade for. Now, all the items that are tradable, we've got mounts, we've got cosmetics. Everything is going to have a different price. So just kind of guidelines for stuff. If it is something you can buy in the shop, Cerberus mount. Cerberus mount you can buy in the shop. That is about 1,500 Robux worth of gems. So that is roughly about $15 of a pet. So realize that these can be probably priced pretty high. There is some items I'm going to talk about that are priceless, that are probably going to be hotter commodities because they're just not available anymore and trading for them. So general rule of thumb is you are going to be looking minimum, this would be selling for 6 million. If it is selling any less than that, I would be very surprised. And how I'm getting 6 million, guys, is I'm basically timing this by 2. And whatever this front number is that's probably about how many million it should be at the lowest. Realize that a lot of this is going to be dealer's choice, whether you can find someone that's actually selling it at a decent price or at a lower price. I can't really say, oh, you know, this is what the price should be forever and ever. No trading economy works like that. It fluctuates dramatically. So if you are wanting to buy the Cerberus pet, realize you're going to have to fork over several million coins. And if you're wondering how to make coins, I'm trying to figure out a guide to do that without having to include the macro. Now, next item, we have like the Witch's Broom. So this is a limited event item. So I don't think this is the mount. No, that's just an accessory. So some of the stuff that is limited to events, brooms, cosmetics, all of those are going to have a higher trade price. So y'all keep that in mind when you're moving stuff around. Now, when we start talking about the premium level pets, so we're going to compare the unicorn. The unicorn was a free mount that you could get, that everyone could get. That is going to be priced lower than, say, reindeer, which I know reindeer was a really, really big hot commodity. Everybody wanted it. People still offer me all kinds of stuff for mine. So kind of keep that in mind, that I would actually almost put reindeer as in priceless, because here is the deal. It is so rare, so few people played during that time, and it was a paid thing, that you're going to be very hard pressed to find that and to get a low price on it. Now, another thing you want to avoid, this person has armors. So these are a bunch of level 100 purple armors that, honestly, I think this is a good price. And the reason I think these are good is because these actually have pretty decent perks on them. That one has damage reduction, which would be good for someone. That one has untouchable. That one has crit stack. That one has resist knockdown, which is actually pretty decent. That one's not as good as I'd say that other one. That one has burn chance, ultimate. That one's kind of bleh. I don't know why they're selling this one, but that one's eh. So if you're just selling items, like honestly, that bottom armor, you probably could just outright sell. I don't think anyone's gonna buy that. Selling these, this would actually be a really good investment, and that's actually a pretty decent price for someone to pay. Just kind of in my opinion on that one. Kind of keep that in mind, that if you're just outright selling armors, just watch buying the armors that, you know, they have decent perks or whatever, things like that. If you have a pet with a boss level perk, so if, like my fox deer here, which is a limited pet. This is a limited pet and it has a boss perk. This would be a pet that is classified as priceless, guys, because here's the deal. Getting boss perks on anything is super, super rare. And the fact that it is a limited item, this was a 1% to get during the Christmas event. Keep that in mind. These are highly, highly, highly limited. So this is going to be priceless. So if you're looking for a boss pet, a rare pet, those are going to be at a set price that's very different. So just kind of keep that in mind when you are looking for stuff, because I have people like, oh, you should sell that for like 1,000 gold. Why? Why would I do that? The other thing that is a limited item that I've seen a few people selling is, if you don't know, in beta, we actually used to have runes, and these runes were used on your person and would give you an additional ability. Like, I have an attack rune, I have 2 life runes, I have 2 fire runes. These are considered priceless, the ones that are tradable. I have one that I have 2 that are not tradable for whatever reason, but I have 3 that are. These are considered priceless, which means whoever is selling these, that they control the price on that. There is no, I cannot give you any recommendation, but if this is something you want to get because you would like this item, just kind of keep that in mind. I'm trying to give you all best recommendations I can on stuff like that. Dyes and stuff, that kind of depends. I think you still have to actually physically trade those. Pet Santa Golem also was during Christmas, so this one's really, really rare to get. Pet Skeletal, that was the pet during the Halloween event. So if someone has a decent one of those, or has one in general, that's also a really rare pet to be looking out for. Now I want to talk about pet prices. So if you are just selling a generic pet, when I mean selling a generic pet, like selling a boar this boar wolf, no one really uses this pet. I'm just being honest. So if you see someone pricing this at, like, you know, 15 million, that is no. Don't even touch that, okay? That is not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. You can get those elsewhere. That's just a generic one. If you have a super, super outfitted one, like that one has ultimate charge and walk speed, that's a pretty decent pet. This one will be priced higher, okay? So keep this in mind. Now, I will say I have seen a few people pricing like pet sharks, the squids, the cats at like 5 million a piece. No. In my opinion, these should be less than 1 million. If they have decent perks, I would say 1 million. That is my opinion. I know there's like hundreds of people going to be like, why are you doing this? This isn't okay. So please keep that in mind. Also, guys, if you're shopping for stuff, big recommendation, look around. Don't just look in World 7. Go look in World 6. Go look in World 5. There's other worlds that you can go, and there's lots of people shopping. Also, if you're looking for a very specific item, I would try reaching out on the Discord to see if someone maybe has the item that you're looking for, because If you can get it, like if you see them saying, hey, I'm going to go do this, or try and negotiate a price ahead of time, that would also help you out a lot. A lot, a lot. So plebs, hopefully my little guide to buying and shopping was helpful for y'all. My individual crew, y'all are awesome as always, and I will see y'all next time. Whee! Before we go, guys, I want to give a big shout out to my lovely knights of the YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate all y'all's support. Y'all are amazing. And a big shout out to my Emerald Knights. Thank you so much for the love and support. See y'all next time.